Hey everybody, we're doing some Minecraft today because why not? We already got some basic starting stuff, just full iron armor. We got like a little base over there in that direction. If Chris could point in that direction. Yeah, that direction. Okay. And we're just gonna play some NC. We're looking for minerals, mainly diamonds, of course. And yeah,
I see a light this way.
so people aren't bored, we can, we can tell them our fantasies or something.
Her fantasies. I guess, sure. Go right ahead.
I was hoping you would have something. Isn't that a great story, Chris?
Yeah, totally.
You might want to pay attention to floppy green penises behind you and not stand like right next to it.
Jack, this.
My fat neckbeard ass wasn't ready for what I saw. Oh, douchebags started to circle around me like sharks. Dear God, my nipple clamps did another twist. I was not ready. Quickly, one of the douchebags came in for the kill, like a shark. I was not ready for this. I didn't want my fat lard ass tumbled by its greasy ape hands. I backed myself into the corner, scared and frightened. He came closer. I drew my sword that I bought from Target. Oh, I gotta collect myself. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! I screamed. The sword began to light up. It was forged from... It was wrought from the... Fuck! It was wrought from the dimension of which was hewn together by heaven's false promise. Forged by the horns of Satan's generals and pulse of the vessels of blood from angels' menstrual... Well, you know, down there. Had a way for you to look at
Oh, I found some gold and some
I
lapis.
laughed as I brought it out. A laugh that I could only hear, but no one could share. I swung the sword at the douchebag. The blood of a narcissist spilled from as I split apart muscle from bone. I came at him again, swinging at his pelvis, striking one organ essential to a douchebag's survival. The penile organ.
Jack.
What am I hearing right now?
Oh, nothing. I just found some diamonds. Shut up.
Ooh.
Get wrecked, mate. So, Jack, do you want to continue with your story? You stopping at the point of you swinging at the douchebag with your as penile?
You know what? I'm just gonna pull it up because it's actually written down in the Google Docs that I'm pretty sure is still on my phone.
Oh.
Don't worry, it gets better. This is like halfway into the story, like way past the part where he keeps talking about getting mugged by a local black population.
God.
The local black population.
You know what? I'm gonna read the first part. Warning, this story is, well, to sum it up, South Park, world terrorists, KKK, Canadian government, Pandora's box, 2 girls, 1 cup, Nazis, AIDS, Rob Cakerman, 53, Coney Hawk, pro-children snatcher, 2012, and everything else that is horrible in this world, all summed up into one story for your reading pleasure. Now, Chapter 1. My life really sucks. A lot. Like, dude, seriously. I lived my life like there's no tomorrow. Fucking bitches and getting paid. In every dream, at least. A good portion of those days were uneventful. It was always the same routine. I wake up. A random bum makes my eggs break, if you know what I mean. I'll walk to work. Beat one of my coworkers with a waffle iron. Walk home. Get mugged by the local black population. And sleep in some alley. Sometimes I'll hang out with my friends, who range from hookers by the local Walmart to junkies who suck me off for $3. Other days, I stay home and cry in the corner, complaining that my life sucks. More or less, I'll get my old mother's razor and hack up my arm. My parents are dead, and I keep their bodies around to remind me that my life is shit. But I always remember that my life is better than the story Twilight. That book makes me want to rip out my eyes out, cut my head open with a rusty fucking spoon, and pay a black man to fuck my skull until there's nothing left but a gooey residue of brain matter, blood, and semen. But wait, why would you write a fucking story about how boring your life is? The answer is simple, you see. Fuck. God motherfucking damn it! Stop crushing me, you dismal ass faggot!
Jack!
Plots. Yes, that was a goddamn
Jack!
motherfucking pun.
Why? Jack! Oh god!
A land of dying animals, rotting trash, and the occasional rape bum. So what I'm trying to say is, my town is shit. And since I am probably boring you with my rant, let's talk about something more interesting. I'm not getting into this. This would like make any like if you're posting this on YouTube, it would probably like require like somebody over the age of like 71 to like listen. They need to be at least the age of 71 to be that mature. At least 71. My story begins on a warm, hot Thursday in the middle of winter. My stanky ass was walking down the street when it started to rain. This scared the fuck out of me, because what I've learned from living in the city is that you do not want to be outside when it rains because of two reasons. One, the homeless come out to wash their disease-ridden asses off. Two, the flesh-eating man-worms rise from the ground and eat anything but the homeless. So we're fucked on both fronts. As I walked home, I decided to walk on a beach. I reached into my bag and pulled out an unborn fetus that was sitting next to my masturbation rags all day. I opened my mouth and popped the fetus in my mouth. The unborn taste was...
Jack, please just stop! That content!
with a light
Jack!
raspberry.
My content! The content!
No. This is acceptable. I mean, I've watched me, like, on YouTube talk about, like, clowns jerking off each other, so, you know, and if YouTube's not going to take that off, I'm pretty sure eating an unborn fetus is pretty okay. Okay, where was I? The unborn taste is magnificent, with a light raspberry to it. I stared blankly at the setting sun. I realized my life is a big pile of fuck. As I started to tear up, I noticed a 9mm laying right there in the sand. The black gun gleamed in the setting sun. I picked it up and brushed the sand from it, and stared into the gun. It captivated my attention. Thoughts raced across my mind, such as, why the fuck is there a gun in the middle of the beach? Did I leave my TV on to record the episode of King of the Thrones? I shrugged and started shooting the gun like a retarded bag of menstruation, putting my arms around like an inflated balloon, but with a gun. My life felt so complete. I enjoyed every moment of shooting the gun. That was, until I shot myself in the foot. Blood poured out of my foot at a shocking rate. So I did what any normal human being would do. I grabbed my wound with my hands and jammed sand into it. The pain disappeared just like that. I walked off, heading home when suddenly I noticed something in the corner of my eye. A cardboard box. Untouched by the hobos? Was this possible? A box untouched by their dirty ape hands? I had to have it. I darted over to the box and picked it up and started running. But then, a level 10 hobo appeared. I wasn't ready for battle. My HP was too low. I tried fleeing. I couldn't. I readied myself for battle. I used rock attack. It wasn't effective. The hobo used boring war stories. It was super effective. I had to think fast or the bum was going to rape me like the other men I could clearly see laying on the ground. Asses up. Faces down. I opened my inventory and scrolled through my bag looking for an item I could use. My phone started ringing. My friend Jimmy Rustler was calling. But the worst part of this was my ringtone. The song "Ready to Die" by Andrew WK started playing. Life likes to fuck me up the ass sometimes. This scared the wild hobo. It started howling, calling out to all its kind. My ass has never been so moist in my life. I turned and ran, my ass cheeks clamped together, just in case I am captured. My ass has a fighting chance. I threw any change I had at the hobo. He would stop and tighten the nipple clamps. It worked, and my anus wasn't penetrated today. I almost said anus. Anus! Anus! Anus, do you remember your inhaler? I continued to run until I arrived at my house. I ran into my apartment and locked the fucking door. As I relaxed, I made up my mind to make the cardboard box that I found into a hat.
Hey, I see you.
As I put the cardboard box down, I heard a noise from the box. I quickly drew out my gun that I found and started shooting the box. As my mag became empty, I decided to eat the gun, so I did. I looked inside the box to see what was inside, and there it was, a Philly Rainbow Dash. How did it get here? Why the fuck is there a cartoon animated Philly in my goddamn house? Did my TV record King of Thrones? All of that didn't matter. I got my recording, and tonight I masturbated to King of Thrones. The real question in my mind would be, why is that Philly not fucking dead from all the shooting? Was the box bulletproof? Was it some just magical fairy tale bullshit? Whatever happened, I liked it. Now, that fucking question is left unanswered. I have another one. Why is that Philly in the box? Why is it in my house? And if it's real, I'm going to use it to either fuck the shit out of it, or enhance my masturbation, or perhaps raise it like a normal, everyday person would do, instead of think and take it to an authority or to examine it, or shut up. My mouth watered from the thought of what I could make Rainbow Dash do when she grew up. Soon, my gun meal that I ate started setting in. I was tired, as an 80-year-old man that just had sex. I put a blanket over the little filly and told her goodnight. She was scared and wet, waggled eyebrows. She didn't know how terrible this world is. So I ignored the box and left the thinking for later. I went to sleep and began doing my normal routine. And as I was taking a walk during my lunch break, I came across a man in a dirty brown jacket covered with many political bumper stickers that had contradicting slogans. He held up a peculiar sign that read as www.isupporthobos.com and was quite distracting, although I did manage to make it to the store I regularly eat at. I do recall punching him so hard that the dermis covering his facial area appeared to fall off idly onto the floor below. Later at work, I jacked.
Hey, what's up?
You wanna get on Minecraft?
I already am.
Good for this. Now I won't have to stab you in your throat.
If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe.